Stop giving away your house with a sloppy form. Here's what they don't tell you. A quitclaim deed doesn't prove you own the property. It only transfers whatever interest you have. Fill it wrong, and you could hand someone a headache instead of a home. If you've got to add a spouse to title, move a property into a trust, clean up a name after divorce, or shift ownership between family members, this video walks you through a quitclaim deed line by line. You'll learn what to write, where people usually mess up, how to sign it so it's valid, and what to do after you sign so the transfer actually counts. Stick around for the one box that trips up more deeds than anything else and gets documents rejected at the recorder's counter. First, make sure a quitclaim is the right tool. It transfers your interest as is, with no promises. If you're selling to a stranger, you usually don't use quitclaim. You'd use a warranty type deed and title insurance. But for simple, no warranty transfers between people who trust each other, quitclaim is common and fast. Now, gather the pieces you need before you touch the form. You want the exact legal description of the property, the parcel, or tax ID, the current deed with the owner's name as it's recorded, the full legal names and mailing addresses for both sides, and the way the new owner will hold title. Think joint tenancy with right of survivorship, tenancy in common, community property, or a trust. Grab a blank quitclaim deed that matches your state's format. Some counties post a template. Do not improvise margins, font size, or where the notary block goes. Recorders reject for tiny formatting issues. At the top, fill in the prepare block. That's simply who completed the deed and an address in case the recorder has questions. Below that, list where to return the recorded deed, usually the grantee's mailing address. Next comes the grantor and grantee section. The grantor is the current owner giving up interest. The grantee is the person or entity receiving it. Write full legal names, not nicknames, and include marital status or your state asks for. If the grantee is a trust, write Jane A. Rivera, trustee of the Rivera Family Trust, dated March 3rd, 2020. Exactly like that. If it's an LLC, use the full registered name. Now the consideration. This is what's being exchanged. Many family transfers list a nominal amount like $10 and other good and valuable consideration. Some states want the actual amount. Some require a separate transfer tax form. Don't leave it blank. If your state allows for love and affection, it will say so on its form instructions. When in doubt, follow your county's sample language. Drop in the property information. This is where people blow it by writing the street address and calling it a day. The recorder wants the full legal description from the last recorded deed, lot and block, meets and bounds, or condo unit description. Copy it exactly, punctuation and all. Add the assessor's parcel number on the line that asks for it. But remember, the parcel number is not the legal description. If the legal won't fit, attach it as Exhibit A, and write See Exhibit A, attached hereto, and incorporated herein. Choose the vesting for the grantee. If 2 or more people are receiving title, how do they hold it? Joint tenancy with right of survivorship means if one passes away, the other owns it automatically. Tenancy in common splits shares with no automatic transfer at death. Married couples in some states can choose tenants by the entirety or community property with right of survivorship. Pick one intentionally. If you leave it unclear, you can create probate problems later. Watch for homestead or spousal consent rules. In many states, if the property is a primary residence, a spouse may need to sign off even if they're not on the current title. This protects homestead rights. If your state requires it, get that signature on the deed or a separate waiver before you try to record. Complete the tax address line. That's where future tax bills should go. Many people forget this, and their bills keep going to the old owner. Put the grantee's mailing address clearly. Time to sign, but don't sign yet. Quitclaim deeds typically must be notarized, and some states also require 1 or 2 witnesses. Check your state's rule. Florida, for example, wants 2 witnesses plus a notary. Schedule the signing with a notary, bring valid ID, and sign in black or blue ink in front of the notary and witnesses as required. If multiple grantors are listed, each grantor signs exactly as their name appears on title. If the grantor is a trust or company, the authorized person signs with their title, like as trustee or as manager. After signing, you're not done until you record. Take the original deed to the county recorder or land records office where the property sits. Expect a recording fee and possibly transfer tax. Some jurisdictions also require a cover sheet or a sales disclosure form. The clerk's website usually lists these. Recording makes the change public and protects the new owner's rights. Handing someone an unrecorded deed is like mailing a letter you never drop in the box. No one knows it exists. Now the one box that trips up more people than anything else: the legal description attachment. If you write, "See Exhibit A," but forget to staple Exhibit A, your deed may be rejected, or worse, recorded without the legal. Always attach the full legal, label it clearly, and make sure the deed references it. While you're at it, check margins and font size. Some offices require a 1-inch top margin and a minimum 10-point font. A great deed can bounce for tiny formatting misses. A few special notes to keep you out of trouble. A quitclaim deed doesn't remove anyone from a mortgage. If you're transferring title, but there's a loan, the person leaving title may still be responsible for the debt. Some mortgages have a due on sale clause that lets the lender call the loan if you transfer title without consent. Transfers to a spouse, into a living trust, or due to death are often exempt, but ask your lender or read your loan agreement before you record. If you're gifting property, talk to a tax pro about gift tax limits and whether you need to file a gift return. And if you're moving a property into an LLC or trust, call your insurer. The named insured should match the new owner so a claim doesn't get messy. Let's recap the flow like you'll do it in real life. Confirm a quitclaim deed fits your purpose. Pull the last recorded deed and copy the legal description exactly. Fill in grantor and grantee names and addresses, the consideration, the parcel ID, and the vesting language you actually want. Add any required spousal signatures. Sign with a notary and witnesses if your state needs them. Record at the county with any transfer forms and fees. Then update the ripple effects: tax billing address, homeowner's insurance, HOA records, and, if there's a loan, notify the lender if your situation requires it. 2 quick examples to make it concrete. Alex adds her new spouse to title. She fills a state-specific quitclaim, chooses community property with right of survivorship, signs with a notary, records it, and emails the recorded copy to her insurer so both names are on the policy. Marco moves a rental into an LLC. He calls the lender first to make sure it won't trigger due on sale, then executes a quitclaim to the LLC, records it, and updates the insurance to name the LLC as insured. In both stories, the deed is just one step in a tidy chain. Final word, so you leave confident. A quitclaim deed is simple, but it lives in a system that's picky about details. Use exact names, exact legal descriptions, correct vesting, and the right signatures. Then record it. Do those 4 things, and your transfer will stick. And as always, this is education, not legal advice. If anything about your situation is complex, a quick chat with a real estate attorney in your state is money well spent.